fish house overview. I have 24 2-foot tanks, which are all air-driven DIY gravel filters with moss on top, and an automatic water change system, which is just over there. It's heated by an oil-filled radiator there, and I'll go to the other side and explain how the whole system works. The water is pumped from this bottom tank, which is interlinked with that tank just there underneath the hospital tank. The water goes up through all the pipe work at the top and goes through all these little taps that are all on top of all the tanks, and that's so that I can control each tank. Once the water's pumped up into all the tanks, it overflows into these stainless steel tanks at the bottom, which are just there, which is then picked up by a pump, but similar to this, but it's at the back. Both stainless steel tanks are interlinked. That pumps it up to this top dirty water tank, which is put through this half micron filter sock, and then the pump that's on the floor down there takes the water from the top tank and gives it to basically the 2 RO units, which then clean the water and put the clean water in the middle tank just there, and the wastewater from the RO unit goes back up there. Basically it's just recycling. It will eventually, when it's finished its cycle, it will be about 2 inches of concentrated dirty fish water, which is then put out in the water butt for putting onto the plants. Hospital tank's just another 2-foot tank essentially, that's separate from the whole of the system. With and that I do have to manually water change. Got my RO cleaning, membrane cleaning station, all the electrics, timers and pumps. And there's a spare RO unit down there with parts, mop. The pumps are these Haley pumps, which are connected to a rigid airline system that basically snakes down the back of the tanks, and they go through into these like little tap connectors, which I can't focus on. And basically there's 2 air lines going down into each tank, driving the air filtration. You also probably noticed the fans on the ceiling and a reversible thermostat, which is just by the middle light, which is off. That's just so that when the heat builds up in the roof space, it blows the air back down, therefore stopping the oil-filled radiator coming on all the time. I hope this helps people. Thank you for watching.